Well, Callum, looking good in the gym. It's your second fight with Buddy McGirt, who we're going to catch up with later on. But, I mean, how are you feeling now? I was going to say you're growing into light heavy, but you've always looked like a heavy anyway or whatever. But how are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel very good, to be honest with you. I just said second camp with Buddy, and I feel we've built on the first camp. I feel I'm improving all the time with him. And this camp's been a little bit different with it being a southpaw, so the technical side of it's been a lot different, which is good. It's new. And I've enjoyed it. Camps is hard, it's not always enjoyable, but the technical side of it I have enjoyed it. I enjoy coming to the gym because I know I'm improving as a fighter.
Carl, you know, regarding the move to light heavy, everyone used to always go out super middle, and up until sort of the last year, you used to make it reasonably well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you still feel like, and you look huge at the weight anyway, do you still feel like you're growing into it?
Yeah and no. Obviously, I think, as you said, the super middleweight was always inevitable. I was going to end up here, but I did do it well, and I was performing for a long time and stuff, where I think it was like the minute I made the move, me walking around weight went heavier than normal, it went heavier, and I look now and I think there's not a chance in a million years.
But you're still relatively near the light heavy limit now, aren't you?
That's what I mean, yeah, so there's not a chance to get anywhere near super middle, so I genuinely am a 175, and I believe I'm a big 175. I think last time out I looked big in the ring compared to Castillo. It was a decent sized light heavy, and I think we'll see this time how I look against a genuine light heavy in Bauderlique. But yeah, I feel good sparring, I feel better than ever, so it's physically a good, tactically I feel we've got a spot on, and I'm looking forward to getting in and getting another win and looking good, hopefully.
It was some introduction to the division, wasn't it, with that knockout? It was horrible, it really wasn't it? It was really horrible. You're going to try and make a statement again in a place you're fairly familiar with. There's not many fighters fighting Jeddah twice. You're going to do that on a massive undercard in terms of, obviously Usyk and Joshua going at it again. But you have brilliant memories from that George Groves fight, haven't you? Yeah,
the best night of my career so far, and it was so out the box going over to Jeddah. I never thought I'd step foot there again, and it somehow works out. I'm back over there, but yeah, I've got fond memories from there. I've become world champion there, so part of me would have liked to have left it at that, but part of me is looking forward to going back and hopefully adding some more good memories there.
You fight Bauderlique, you come through that.
Yeah.
Betfred's the bigger.
Yeah.
You become Liverpool's first.
Yeah.
Two-weight world champion. Yeah. Is there any other motivation after that? Or have you wait and see?
No, to be honest with you, you know me more than most people, and the plan's always been to get in, get out. Before other people are saying I should get out, kind of thing. 90% of people announce their retirement, and it's good luck. I see it coming, whereas I want to be one of the ones who retired, and it was like, wow, we still could have. And my main goal is always retire at the top, and if I can win another world title, which I believe I can, I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't. I'd like to do that, to be honest with you, and I think if I was to beat Bauderlique, fight Betfred, beat him, I'd get 3 belts, and I'd have them all. I'd have all 5. I've got the other 2 at home, so I think I'd like to go. There's no other. If I get the Canelo rematch and try and connect that only loss, then maybe. But I don't think he stays at 175. I think he goes. So again, it's all hypothetical and a dream. But no, I'd love to become a world champion and retire as champion.
It's interesting you say about Canelo. That's still in your head. I mean, that's the only blip on your record. So if you could get him anywhere near 175, is that?
Yeah, no, look, it's not one of them. I'm chasing a rematch and stuff. No, I had my chance. He beat me fair and square. Like I say, I'm not going to sit and call him out. But if I was to become a world champion at 2 weights, the only other thing that had motivated me was to try and correct the only loss on my record. Other than that, I'll have done everything I ever wanted to do. I've done more than I ever wanted to do, to be honest with you. So. No, I don't think there is any more motivation than 2-weight world champion and having all the belts to be something that I can retire. And I remember saying to Anthony a long time ago when he retired, I was a bit envious when he retired because he'd been there, he'd done it all, and I knew he was retiring happy and content with what he'd achieved. And you'd be surprised, not many fighters get to be in that position. A lot of them have to retire having not fully fulfilled what they wanted to do, or having to retire not on their terms, and I've always wanted to be in that position, and I'm close to being able to do that.
I remember you saying years ago, though, that it's not like you were going to live and breathe it all your life. You can walk away from boxing and be quite happy about it, if you know what I mean. I know you obviously enjoy it and you're very good at it, but you can walk away from it. It's not going to be all and end all for you.
I've been around this so long, and I've seen a lot of really, really good fighters come away with nothing and have a great career and be sitting there with nothing, and I'd never want to be one of those fighters who stays in too long, and boxing takes more from them what they take from the sport. And I've had a good career so far. I've been very fortunate to have done what I've done, and I say I'd like to stick to my words and get out just that little bit early rather than that little bit too late. But while I am doing it, boxing is my life. I'm as dedicated as anyone else, and I do live and breathe it. And on my last 2 fights, I've took myself away to LA on my own, and done weeks out there. I wouldn't do that if the motivation wasn't there anymore. So while I am here, I do give it 100%. But I do believe when I'm done, I'll be happy and satisfied, and I'll be able to walk away and not one of them who come back.
Yeah.
Crolla's going to announce his comeback soon.
You were on GB with Joshua, weren't you?
Yeah.
Right, so just in terms of the main event, obviously it's rare for you to be on a kind of undercard, really. You're not that kind of fighter anymore, are you? But this is a biggie, isn't it? I mean, what does Josh have to do, basically, to turn that one around? Yeah, again,
I don't want to sound like a coach because there's a million of them on social media and they all know better than the people in his corner, but I think it's pretty obvious he needs to do something different to the first time round. I think he needs to be a little bit more aggressive, but he's also got to be smart with it. But yeah, he's got to just use his size and make it uncomfortable for Usyk all the time they're in there together. But I think Usyk will adjust as well. They both shared 12 rounds with each other, so I think you'll see a different version of both fighters. But I think in terms of Joshua, he's just got to impose his size a little bit more and rough him up and make it uncomfortable and not let Usyk fight at his own pace, which I believe he did last time. But it's interesting. I'd love him to do it. Whether he does or not, I'm not too sure. But it's a good fight and one that hopefully I can sit back and enjoy having done my own business.
You were obviously together on GB squads. You both worked with Rob McCracken.
Yeah.
You've changed trainers recently.
Yeah.
He's trained. He's got rid of Rob now.
Yeah.
What do you make of that? Is that a clever move at this stage of his career?
Yeah, to be honest with you, because I don't think there's ever going to be a right time to do it if you're going to change camp, especially when you're fighting at the highest level. Every fight's important, so there's never really going to be a good time to change trainer or a bad time. I think he obviously felt those problems probably before the last fight. I don't think they'd come at once, and sometimes a change is good. I felt massive benefits from changing. I felt like everything was new, and I felt like every day in the gym I was having to impress. And I remember when I was on the bags, I kept thinking, Buddy doesn't rate me at all, and I think every day I had to prove that I can fight a bit, like, do you know what I mean? And every day, and then I started to get little compliments off him, and I was like a kid again, buzzing, getting compliments. And it reminded me when I went on GB and you're trying to improve to get your place, to get your selection, and I feel that drive in the gym every day can only be good for you, rather than going to the gym and some days you underperform but you don't really care, whereas with a new coach you always feel like you're having to impress, and it might just freshen it up a bit, and it might bring that little bit more out in Joshua. And he's picked a good coach in Garcia, so fingers crossed we see some improvements.